Hello, YouTube. I haven't really been on YouTube for a while, other than, recording the podcast. I haven't made a dedicated video like this on YouTube for ages. So I've got one. I finally figured one out. I've upgraded to, let me take these horrible glasses off. I've upgraded my camera, my setup. This camera that I'm recording through right now is a Fujifilm X-S10. I'll be blathering on about it loads on YouTube. I'll probably make a video about it. But today, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how to make content in 2021, brackets, become a full stack creator, boom, play some music, blah, 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 go. So I went into 2020 being a designer, a little designer, and pretty much nothing else. I've got 15 years experience as a designer. I'm a really experienced one. This is a bit of a sad story, so I think I'll play a little bit of sad music. There we go. Yeah, I went into 2020 being a designer and nothing else. I came out of the other side of 2021 as a podcaster, a designer, a visual maker, a tweeter, and now I'm making little daily videos on Twitter too. I shipped an essay every single day for 30 days. I have done a lot of content in 2020. I worked out what worked, what didn't, what the correct way around of doing it was, and now I sit here in 2021 talking to you with this concept of a full stack creator that I really want to share with you. I didn't invent the idea, by the way. Dickie Bush came up with it, hat tip Dickie Bush. He called me a full stack creator on Twitter. I believe he created the term. I'd not heard it anywhere else before that. And basically a full stack creator is just somebody who creates different kinds of content. They're not just a podcaster. They're not just somebody who writes tweets. They're not just a blogger or a writer or an author. They're not known specifically for one style of content. Think Gary Vaynerchuk. He's got a podcast. He's got his YouTube channel. He blogs. He tweets. He's got an Instagram account, and he melds and mixes lots of different formats and styles and pieces of content all together into kind of weird formats that you've really never seen before. And then also even Joe Rogan, who is kind of classically thought of as being a podcaster, right? He isn't just a podcaster. He built his podcast, the audio medium, on a visual medium, YouTube. And one of his most popular channels on YouTube is in fact JRE Clips, which is short clips of his podcast. So even Joe Rogan, who you might think of as being, a podcaster, is not really a podcaster. And most creators now are kind of in this mix. There, to take a phrase from mixed martial arts, most creators are kind of mixed content creators now. They're not just one medium. And I don't think you can be one medium if you want to succeed in this content game, if you want to build a personal brand, if you want to raise awareness. Very few people now specialize specifically in one medium because you can't get away with it unless you started creating a really long time ago. So that's the what of being a full stack creator. The why, really, I've got a couple of points on that. So why would you want to be a full stack creator? Well, it's the Gary V model. It's the Gary Vaynerchuk model again. By this point in time, nearly everybody on the internet has read his article about how to create 64 pieces of content in a day. It's a huge article. It breaks down exactly how Gary Vaynerchuk how his team managed to create 64 pieces of content in a day. That's everything from video snippets, to tweets, to blogs, to just everything, all kinds of stuff across all kinds of different mediums. That's kind of being a full stack creator. And the reason you'd want to do that is because when you make a lot of content, you overload the algorithm. You are in people's notifications constantly, every second of the day. If you follow the Gary Vaynerchuk medium, if you follow the idea of being a full stack creator. And then number two, why be a full stack creator is because everybody has a different preference for content. I personally enjoy reading tweets, and I like the occasional podcast, and I enjoy watching short form YouTube videos. Some people exclusively use YouTube. Some people, the weirdos, watch podcasts on YouTube. Some people only like listening to podcasts. Some people only like reading things. Some people only read and don't ever go on YouTube. Everybody has got their own weird content preferences. Everybody's got their own content diet, ultimately. And by you only creating one kind of content, if you are not a full stack creator, you are basically missing out on the whole portion of people over here who will never consume your content because it isn't this kind of content that's over here. So the reason for being a full stack creator is to make sure your content gets out to every single medium that somebody might consume it on. And then number 3, I think this is the most important thing about being a full stack creator. It's so important now with the rise of Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces, basically audio only mediums, and also people appearing on podcasts. It's so important that you are a branded communicator, that you are good at communicating across lots of different mediums and styles of content, from visuals to audio to podcasts to Clubhouse, all that kind of stuff. If you are not a full stack creator, you will never get good at all those different weird, quirky mediums because you aren't practicing lots of different mediums. And then finally, you build stronger connections with people when you are a full stack creator. When somebody goes on my Twitter account, they see the clips of my face talking to camera, much similar to this, much like this. They hear my voice and they read my words. And if you can get somebody to read your words, see your face, listen to your voice, they build a stronger connection with you. They feel like they know you. Every now and again on Twitter, and I was experimenting with this today, in fact, this very day, messing with the new camera, every so often I just record a video as a reply on Twitter. And the reaction from the individual that I've sent it to is always amazing because they see straight away I am a human being. I'm not just a weirdo who writes tweets. I am a human being with a personality and a face and a voice. And it's cool to see that. So becoming a full stack creator in 2021 is probably the only way to make content get seen and build an audience, and not just build an audience, but build connections and actually build a proper personal brand. That's what I think anyway. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm going to do more kind of short form YouTube videos like this. I'm going to drop them in the middle of my podcast as well because I am a full stack creator. I'm going to drop them in the podcast too. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of them, or if you want me to discuss any particular kind of topic in the content world. Until then, I'll be back on YouTube soon. See you later.